Welcome to 1373. In the last one, we did lose Hector, though he has so many children to carry on his line. Or he has three, but two are, not his. um, poor, sorry, no, not her. Poor Isabella lost a baby, but little Gerard did age up. Where is he? He's over here somewhere. Here he is. Okay, so he aged up into a toddler. We had also our son Benedict, who is being raised by his aunt and uncle currently, did age up into a child, and so did his sister Sybil, his half sister. And their relationship is not great. So there's that. In this one, we have Jillian and Benchy aging up into teenagers. Harry and Joan rolling for regular adult. I am so excited about this. Oh my gosh. What if our mom dies and we become orphans? I'm sorry. Is it bad that I want that to happen? Am I going to be disappointed if she lives? Anyway, so then Gracia will also be aging up, and so will Clarice. So let's do this. Okay. I've got two. Wait. Did Jillian live? Why do I feel like Jillian's not alive? No, she is. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let's roll for these two. 1, 2. I honestly even forget the number. It's a 7, right? Yeah. Okay, does Jillian get married? Yes. Does Benchy get married? Yes. How many baby tries does Jillian get? 12. Oh my gosh. Benchy, 6. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay. Jillian Trimboli, 12. And Benchy Trimboli is 6. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. So Jillian, Benchy will become teens. Excellent. Let me just, how do I do this? Teen is 7 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jillian, Benchy, Okay. Now, Harry will not survive. Joan. Okay, here we go. Joan. Oh my God, did she just die? Yes! Oh, they both died. Oh my, I don't even remember who Harry is. Anyway, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yes, this is what I wanted. Am I a terrible person? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys. Ah! Okay. Okay. What now? Okay, who could take care of our kids? Honestly, I'm thinking we should go to the orphanage because Hector, Anne has too many kids in her household. Milo's dead. Eric has left the country, quote unquote. Isabella's not going to take us in. I think we have to go to the orphanage. Wait, but who's running the orphanage? He died. You guys, I'm going to have to do something. Oh my gosh. I think we should go to the orphanage, but the orphanage is not a build that is medieval. So I think what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to rebuild the orphanage, or at least change out what's inside it so that um, it matches the medieval times, and maybe find someone to run the orphanage. Maybe I should send a vampire over, because some of them aren't doing anything. Like Estrid's, no, I think Estrid's fine where she is. Maybe I'll move one of Ella or Agnes. Caleb? No, Caleb has to stay here. He's the man of the house. Estrid has moved out. Maybe I will because the vampires don't have to get married anytime soon. So maybe, oh my gosh, I have so much to do all of a sudden. That's what I wanted to happen, and yet I'm like, ugh, now I have a lot of work to do. So orphanage, and I guess we'll just move Ella into the orphanage. Maybe she's gonna take care of us. There are no other kids in the orphanage, though. Should I make some kids for the orphanage? Ah, I don't know. Should I add some kids? I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, everything's fine. I'll cross that bridge off camera. Let's roll for our vampires. This is really exciting and also really annoying. I mean, I'm really happy that it happened because I thought, oh my gosh, are we counting that? That's a death roll. No, because I just opened it up. I never count it when I just open it up, although I kind of want to. But anyway, I never do that, so I'm not going to start now just because I want someone to die. Okay. Okay. Christiana. Nope. Her 7 children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 1 human spouse. Nope. We have 1, 2, 3. Did she have another baby? Nope. We have 3, 4 humans and a vampire. 1. Oh, sorry. That's, well, we can say that's for the vampire. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the other human. Okay. That's nobody. That's kind of unfortunate. Should I kill her anyway? No. Yes. No. I shouldn't. I. I'm not gonna change my own way of doing things just because I want that to happen. I'm. They have plenty of chances over their eternal lives to die from my rolls. Okay. I have a lot to do before we hop into the game, so I'm gonna go do that. All right, so I also noticed that Harry is actually Alexander's father, and his mother is already dead, and he doesn't have any other family. So, good news. He is coming to the orphanage with us. I mean, how funny is that? Like, that would work out that way? I'm just saying. It's very strange that it did end up working out that way because our future husband is now going to be in the orphanage with us, which I feel like is even better because it gives us even more of a reason to, um, be in a relationship with him because not only were they friends, but also they were in the orphanage together for some time. So I think that that's important as well. Here is the church. We are going to now kill our mother and also his father. So no parents left for anybody. It's so bad. Okay, so we're just going to do that. And then here comes Joan. Oh, Joan, what a mess. Okay, so Joan's life was so messy. My poor, poor girl. She, but she had a good life right up until her husband died. And then it just kind of all unraveled and was a total disaster. She found out he had an affair and she lost her friend and her brother in law. And that was like most of their family because then ended up leave. Milo ended up dying, and um, Eric ended up leaving for Forgotten Hollow, and Isabella is not friends with Joan. So that was really all the family Joan had left was Hector and his family. Her family had died in Italy, and she grew up in the orphanage. So it was really hard for her to not have that support system and all of that. So she just had it really rough towards the end. It was very unfortunate. But, sometimes that's the way things go. So here we are with the Trombolis. I'm just going to give them a quick makeover. I knew these kids were going to look good. I just knew it. Like, even as children, I was like, these kids are going to look good. I'm also looking at some of the other CCA downloaded, but that outfit is not going to be enough for a person in this family because this is a wealthy family. So we're going to choose a nice, fancy outfit for the both of them, both of the twins. Here we go. And all set. That doesn't work. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out my CC situation at some point, but I really don't want to, so we're just going to live with it like this. Here is Benchy. He became paranoid and wants to be a friend to the world. He is quite handsome. Here is some more CC I downloaded. Very nice. Just always trying to find stuff, you know. I don't want us to use the same outfits forever. So here we go. You're all set there. And now we're going to go to the orphanage. So this is where we're living. I also created, or just generated, I didn't really do much to them, 2 more Sims that are going to live in the orphanage with us. That is these 2 on the end here, a girl and a boy. So there's that. Let me just put everything in the fridge that we have. We still have Off the Grid and Simply Living on, Simple Living, whatever it is, on. So I did take so the orphanage is still the Silent Hill orphanage from the gallery. And I just emptied out the inside and then filled it up with stuff that was more appropriate for the time period. So you can see there's a couple of rooms upstairs just with the single beds for the kids, and then there's 1 bedroom for the adult, which is Ella. Is that her name? She's a vampire, and she is going to come here to the orphanage. I think maybe she saw her brother doing some stuff with the church, and maybe she got a little curious about what it is like among humans and all that stuff. So this is actually a paradise compared to our farm for the kids, because the kids were doing chores every day. They were having to fend for themselves, no one to cook for them, no one to take care of them. And now the orphanage has plenty of money, and because, you know, basically the family fortunes of everybody who goes there goes into the orphanage. But it's nice because they they get to come here. There is someone to cook for them and take care of them, and there is also lots of games and fun things, and it's just really a good place for them. Now, I know what you're thinking. Totally, back then, the children would be put to work, and they would. But you'll see as time goes on that maybe something else is going on here in this so-called paradise. So let's first get something to eat. We are having Ella cook for them. Just going to make some stew. Very nice. She doesn't actually have to eat. So there's that. And I'm going to make a little club for them so that I can get them all to eat and everything at the same time. So I'm just going to, like, you know, have them all sit down together. And I'm going to pick a few things for them to do here, including you know, playing games and all of that stuff. So it'll be nice. Playing outside, just different things there. And now we're going to actually go and eat everything. I do need to get some points up in order to actually add all of them to the club. So there's that. And yeah, so that's where we're at. And we're just going to eat. I actually didn't realize that I clicked take a serving instead of grab a serving, which is silly, but now all of their food is in their inventory instead of actually, you know, instead of them eating it. So there's that, and then we'll just go around, and a lot of people have to use the bathroom. So luckily there are lots of toilets in this place. This is, you know, a mansion, you know, compared to their old house. So we're just going to have everyone come to bed. Yes, I realize now that that bed is sticking out, and I'll fix it in a little bit when I actually notice it. But let's see here. I am thinking, so I realize also that Ella is a vampire. Ella needs blood. So I figure maybe we should have at least 1 teenager in this orphanage. So that is why I'm aging up Gabriella. I just randomized their names too, so I don't know if their names are medieval per se, but you know, I wasn't going to put that much effort in them. I'm sorry. So anyway, here she is, and I'm just going to age her up so that Ella can feed on her. Maybe we can try and become closer friends. We'll see what happens, so that she can ask if she can drink from her. But as of right now, they're not really that close. So I'm just looking at some of the really nice outfits I have. I always get surprised sometimes. Like, do you ever download so much CC and then you forget what you have and then you're like, hey, that's nice. I like that. Where'd that come from? So I feel like that's my life sometimes. But anyway, here we are, and we are just going to head back into the household. So we're back here, and we have aged her up. I really wish I had taken that hat off her, but it's too late now. So I am going to skip through the night. So here we are the next morning, and we're going to cook breakfast, and we're going to have everyone use the bathroom as per usual and take care of that. Ah, how nice it is to have many toilets. Would that really happen back then? Maybe not. But, you know, I'm not historically accurate. Don't look at me. So here we go. Everybody getting their breakfast, and then we'll see if we can't have her try to get along a little better with Gabriella so that she can drink from her. Let's play chess together, and then we will have the other kids playing games, playing cards, playing on the jungle gym, just all of that really nice stuff, and them all really enjoying themselves, trying to, you know, just they're kids. They love this, that they have food, they have somewhere to sleep, they don't have to do hard labor. We're going to actually, since we're in town now, so this is like down at the bottom of Henford on Bagley, and we are going to have the kids kind of just like explore a little bit around the town center. I mean, obviously, we've been here before. And of course, our children are sad because their mother has passed. I think that it was, you know, even though it was kind of tumultuous towards the end, that, you know, Isabella had another baby that passed. Was that Isabella? Yeah. Anyway, so because of that, it's definitely, you know, it's kind of, it's weird. Like they're feeling good because their lives are better, but obviously they feel bad because they love and miss their mom. So there's that. And, oh no, it wasn't Isabella. Huh. I messed that up. It was Mabel. I can't read. What do I say? All right, so let's get her pregnant again. And then we'll just go like that. Yep. Okay. So this is when I realized that the bed was in the wrong place. Okay, so we have Gracia, who has aged up into a teen. She has survived, and she will have 9 tries. So that's really exciting for her. She will have 9 tries. She is also a human. You know, honestly, and don't be afraid if we run out of vampires. Like, I know I'm trying to kill them off a lot, but don't be worried about that because, um, you know, the vampires, there are other vampires that we can add into the world. It's not going to be, if the Vitors die out, they die out. You know, we can always add the Strouds in. Was that his last name? Blessidus? Vlad. We can always add in his people. So there's that. We're just going to, again, it is time to eat, and then we'll send all the kids to play. Very nice. And we are going to have these two just playing cards together. Did they play cards back then? And then there is Nicolette. And we are just going to, again, so she did drink her blood and she had to compel her for a small drink. Now, also keep in mind that I have a mod where there is a chance that if you deep drink from a sim, they could die. So that is definitely something we have to keep in mind. I think that um, if Ella kills someone, even if it's by accident, we will have to roll. Honestly, I'm thinking we'll just roll the d4 because there's no need for rolling an accusation. She's definitely going to be accused. So if she accidentally kills someone, that's what we'll do. We'll roll the d4 to see if she gets a 3. Once again, laundry does not work for me. I don't know what it is about the laundry. It's just never ever going to work for me. I didn't pay $10 for that pack just for it to be like this. But what can I say? That's just the way it is. Yeah. So I'm just going to suffer. That's fine. So we got rid of the laundry, and the dartboard doesn't even work because apparently you need power for a dartboard, which is so dumb. But anyway, Clarice has just aged up, so she is now going to be a child. And so here's what I was thinking. I mean, Ella is obviously using Gabriella for her blood. That's not very nice. But one of the things that like I've heard about is that noble families taking in playmates for like our rich families taking in playmates for their kids. So since Clarice has just become a child and she is Ella's niece, Ella is thinking that her niece will need a playmate, and she's got plenty of Sims. And also she's saying that it's good for vampire families to have a human around because there's blood, free plasma. So anyway, it is Christmas, and we are going to just kind of give presents back and forth, and they have the grand meal there, the chicken that they were eating, and also we have like I said, we have Ella who is talking to her sister Alice and basically saying, you really should consider getting your daughter a playmate. I have plenty of kids here. You can pick one. So we're going to call them over, and I have to use a teleporter because I can't call over a toddler like that. So we're going to call over the toddler and her mom, Alice, over here. So there they are. And I'm going to age her up and have her join the club as well. Just ignore the fact that her clothes are going to be off when I age her up. But yes, so here they are. This is her only child too. So since she only has one child and she's not having any more, she's also thinking that her kid will need someone to play with because she's an only child. So she's all alone. So what I'm going to have Clarice do is I'm going to have her introduce herself to the kids. Obviously, we're not going to have her introduce herself to Cecilia. Also, Cecilia is becoming a teenager next year. So we're going to have her introduce herself to the others, and we'll see who she seems to like the best. So she's just there chit-chatting. And it actually looks like it's Millicent. So Millicent seems to have the most improved relationship over that moment with Clarice. So Millicent is going to be shipped off to that household. And I mean, obviously the kids are confused by this. Like they don't want to be separated from their sister. But that's just kind of the way it is. People, I hate to say it, are like property. She's sending the kid away because the kid got adopted, and it wasn't adopted like because parents want a kid. She was adopted because they want someone like a servant. So that's what's going on there. Here is Gracia's makeover. She is so pretty. I actually really like that hair on her too, so I'm going to keep that hair on her. Yeah, see, she looks good. I don't know what's going on with some of the Vitors and their weird uh, faces. I'm sorry, I don't know how to explain it. Whatever glitch is happening with their eyebrows. But I think that she looks great, so she did not inherit that problem. Thank you to Margaret. Is it Margaret for that? So anyway, we are here with Clarice, and honestly, Clarice's skin tone is really bugging me because it is not. Both of her parents have warm skin tones, and their skin is both darker than hers, so it's bothering me. So I'm just going to give her a mother's skin tone, and then we will move over Millicent into that household, and we will be saying goodbye to Millicent for now. And yeah, so that is going to be that, and that is where we will wrap up. So I hope that you enjoyed this part. It's really fun playing in a different place, playing in the orphanage. Obviously, we'll be seeing Cecilia becoming a teen in the next part. So probably maybe at the end of the next part, the beginning of the one after that, she'll move out. So I hope that you're looking forward to that, and I will catch you in the next one.